Okay, y'all, it's me. So if you don't know who I am, I've been in the same spot recording on YouTube since October 2007. But let me get straight to the point because that didn't even matter. But anyway, it kind of do. So this video is, I'm going to keep it straight to the point because I'm known for rambling and getting off topic like I just did, telling y'all how long I've been on YouTube, whatever. But anyway, this video is something I've been wanting to share with the world. And I don't know why I'm nervous about it because I'm known for talking. I have gift of gab. But, you know, as when it comes to social media and just, you know, sharing a lot of stuff on social media like I do, you know, the word can be kind of evil, and you really don't want to share too much about yourself because of scammers and stuff like that. But anyway, I want you guys to follow my social media on Instagram, which is Stay Ready Nails Studio. That is my personal page, my personal, you know, content creator page where I post, you know, personal stuff or whatever. Stay Ready Nails with an S Studio, all one word. Now, I own a manicure school in Houston, Texas, Stay Ready Nails Academy. You can follow me over there. Also, and that page is strictly school-related stuff. So, this video is to finally share my testimony and help you guys as far as business-wise. I might be trying to get emotional. Basically want to let you guys know how good God is and how good I talk fast too, so let me slow down. And I don't know why I'm nervous because I don't get nervous when I talk. This is just what I do: hit play and talk. God is good, y'all. So if you don't believe whatever you believe in, higher power, whatever, it's a higher power out there, and God is so good. And the video I did before this, make sure you guys watched it. I was talking about finding your passion and how I found my passion. I honestly think through my guardian angel. So watch that page. Led me to open up my first African-American female to open up a nail school in one of the largest counties, or the largest county in Houston, Texas, which is Harris County, right? So started with going to nail school, instructor school, opened up my own school. That all of that is in the other video. So basically, I decided today would be a good day to share my testimony because I see a lot of people, and the day is January the 19th. Yeah, January the 19th, 2025. The day before, that's when TikTok shut off and everybody was panicking, you know, which I get. A lot of folks had a lot of their eggs in one basket, which is content creator on TikTok. But anyway, I'm like, okay, this is time for me to share my testimony. And once again, how good God is and how you guys need to take this seriously if you're going to open up any type of business. Get your business together. So what had happened was, started my school 2020. That was my first group. No lie, I had maybe, I never forget, I had $7,000 in the bank. And when I opened up my school, so when I had to go sign my lease, they wanted, you know, first and last month rent. And I had to get insurance, had to get some other stuff done. I'm like, oh, what am I doing? I ain't got no money to open up no school. I got $7,000, but that's already been dug into. Again, getting the rent, getting some other stuff done. I'm like, oh my God, what am I gonna do? Now I got like $3,000 left. Like, I ain't got no money. Like, what am I going to do? So that is how it all started. So I was smart enough to know, and that's what I want you guys to listen to me. I'm gonna be talking fast because I talk fast. I'm gonna be all over the place with this video, but I want you guys to understand, when you find somebody that you trust, or when you find somebody that you think that can help you, you better pay them to help you. Because I found somebody who I've been watching a while. It wasn't just a quick, oh, I'm gonna pay her. Somebody I've been watching for years on Instagram. the Glam University, Sabrina. I've been watching her for years and years and years. I'm sitting back here, you know, retired, you know, eating, drinking, whatever. I'm like, okay, when she talking about credit a lot, let me see. And I trusted her, so I paid her to fix my personal credit. I think I paid like $800, and she did her thing. And I trusted it, that it's going to be legal. I didn't want no illegal stuff going on. You know, I heard about people fixing your credit just temporarily so you can go get stuff and then your credit score go back down, all of this stuff. Anyway, she fixed my credit, and I'm like, okay, thank you. Let's let her do her thing. And she got my credit score up. I started like 6 something. Yeah. To like 714 or 715. I'll never forget. So I got to 715 and she kept saying, don't do nothing now. That's good. That's good. Don't do nothing till I tell you to. Don't go buy nothing. Don't do nothing till I tell you to. I'm like, all right. So at that time, I was looking to open up my school, and I'm like, okay, I got my credit's good, but I ain't got no money, you know. Anyway, so I started to learn about marketing. I was really heavy into marketing, trying to find the right person who can help me. And I like to do my research and then tune in on one person. I didn't want to pay these all the different people. And I'm like, no, I ain't got the money for that, and I ain't got the time. I'm gonna find this one person that I like and I trust. I'm gonna watch him a long time like I did. And I said, okay, I like this next person, which was Candace, aka 6-Figure Spot Chick. So I've been watching her on YouTube, and I'm like, okay, she like me, kind of, you know, we alike, you know, we smart mouthed, we we don't like to play games, you know. We trying to help you. If you don't want my help, get out the way. Like, move, like get out the way. Well, anyway, I was like, okay, I think I can learn a lot from her. She talking about business credit. She talking about this. She talking about this. Talking about the community. I'm like, all right, let me see what she talking about. So she came to Houston. She was coming to Houston on tour one day. I'm like, okay, I'm going. So I went to this hotel here, and met her for the first time. And I was talking to her like, I need credit. I need business credit. My personal credit is pretty good, but I need some business credit. I need to, I know, I was telling her my story. You know, I'm about to open up this school, but I really don't have no money. And I also knew enough at that time that you don't use your own money, you use other people's money, right? She said, yeah, girl, you got to use other people's money. So what your credit score is? And I told her, and she said, girl, you better go out there in that hallway and go pull the plug. You better go out there in that hallway and call them people and get your credit card. I said, no, someone told me. She said, girl, with that credit score, trust me, you can get at least $20,000. Go out there so you get that school open. You bull crapping. Because I had a few little cards. The maximum on one of the cards was like $1,000. So, and I think that was already kind of maxed out because I was starting buying little stuff that I know, the decorator, whatever, get permits, all that stuff. And I said, I guess, because I got this school and I got the, you know, I paid the rent up for a couple of months. So I guess I'll go out there and do what she say do. So I went out there, called credit card people, and got approved in their lobby for my first ever high-end credit card. I got to be careful what I say too, because the scammers on here still trying to dig in my information. But I was like, approved $20,000. I'm like, I ain't never had. I'm like, wait, what? What? And I never forget, I flew in back in that conference room. I'm like, I got approved. She said, what? I told you. What you got? I said, $20,000. I never forget, the whole room got quiet. You could hear a pin drop. And all them beautiful brown women in there were looking at me like, I'm like, yeah. I'm gonna get to school now. Yeah, I'm gonna get to school. Because I knew, like I said before, I had like maybe $3,000 left in the bank. And that was for me to keep the rent paid. I said, I got 3 months of rent money. You know, what I'm gonna do? And I had, you know, disability coming in or whatever. So I'm like, okay, well, at least the rent will be paid, but I ain't got no more money coming in. Like, what I'm gonna do? So I'm like, okay, credit card. So after that, I've been locked in with her. Wherever she go, I was trying to go. I was going. So I used that credit card to fund the schools, to get stuff going, buy stuff, get stuff going. And then I just kept looking at everything she had to offer. Business credit, this, da, da, da. So I did everything she say do. And I just kept getting approved for all kind of credit cards. Approved. And I'm like, oh, what? Thank you, God. I'm praying, crying, because I was just getting high-end cards. You know, 20,000, 30,000. I'm like, oh my God. So last time I counted, I lost count. I think I got like 44 credit cards, and no lie. I still have to go get it and bring it to y'all, but you know, y'all just want to trust me on that. But I have like 44 credit cards. I had to get up and show y'all now, because again, this word's out about proof. I'm not on here just to be talking. People be wanting to see. That's why I want you guys to go to my social media, Stay Ready Nail Studio, and I did post some things over there to show y'all, because y'all be wanting proof. Anyway, got all them credit cards, so that's how I kept the school going. I didn't pay rent with none of them credit cards, because when I got the first card, I started getting stuff open. I started buying stuff to finish getting the school open. And then, like I said in my prior video, I want y'all to go watch about your passion. I was so blessed to have my first group enrolled. It was 15 of them. So I instantly started getting money coming in from 15 students. And my tuition was $6,025 back in 2020. Then COVID hit. And, you know, I'm still open, of course, through COVID. Grateful. That's how I know this is where I'm supposed to be at. But anyway, what had happened was I had to get my taxes done. I was like, I ain't had my taxes done in a couple of years because I was so busy. Really didn't know who to find, who to trust. Because when I started at school, it was nonstop. And I'm like, okay, I got to get my taxes done. And I'm trying to make sure, again, I'm careful of what I say for security reasons. But I need to get my taxes done for something. Like, a disability. I need to get my taxes done. I'm like, okay. They threatened to cut me off. You need to get we need to see your taxes. And I'm like, I ain't got my taxes done. So I was rushing on social media where everybody was marketing their business. I do taxes, you know, on the flyer with I do taxes. So I found this lady here in Houston, Texas. Oh, sister. Anyway, talked to her, interviewed her. She promised me she knew what she was doing. She knew how to do taxes for people in the industry that I'm in. She helped me with my business. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna pay you, but my taxes, I haven't had them done, I think in 2 years or whatever. So anyway, she did my taxes, and I wasn't hearing anything from her. At the time, she was doing my payroll, which I realized I could have done that myself. But anyway, she was on my payroll, taking money out of my account every month to run payroll. But that was a while later. Let me back up, because so much stuff happened. So anyway, I hired this lady to do my taxes, and she really wasn't communicating with me. I'm like, I kept getting these letters like, we need your taxes. Like, I'm like, Rhonda, they need my tax. Like, what's going on? You had my taxes 6 months. Honestly, like, what's going on? What's taking so long? And I always an excuse. Oh, this my kid, da, 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 da. I said, well, I need you to do my taxes. You said you can do them. Okay. And then she started to see the pressure that I was under. And I'm like, I need my taxes done. That's when she started rushing. And that heifer came back and told me, well, Miss Cindy, she called me Cindy. Miss Cindy, I did your taxes. And you made a lot of money. I said, okay. All right. What's my refund? Well, you owe. I say, okay, I know business is old, but I just opened up the business. Like, how much I owe? I'm thinking a couple of $100, $1,000. This wench, hold up. This heifer came back and said that I owe the IRS $30,000. It was either $30,000 or $33,000. First year in business. I say, what? She kept saying, Miss Cindy, you made like that. I said, I know, but I ain't make that much money. And I don't have that money. I pay bills with that money. I don't have that money. I'm almost broke again. I got business expenses and that money is gone. What you talking about? I said, we need to have a meeting. Because I'm stressing out, y'all. I'm crying. I said, we need to have a meeting. I'm not going to come to your office. She kept shading me. She never would let me come to her office. And I went to her office, so it was a legit office. I got the paperwork out for somebody. She never was there. And I never met her in person. I just talked to her on the phone. And at the time, she had a social media. So I'm like, we need to talk. What the hell? And then we did a Zoom. Did a Zoom call. I said, I need you to explain to me what this line is. Because I'm like, what this line is. And again, I signed off on it. I signed it because I was like stressed out. I'm like, F it, stressed out. They wanted my taxes. And she was so nervous on that Zoom. My husband was looking too, and she could not really explain to us what this line meant and how she came up with these numbers. And I was devastated. I had signed up on them damn taxes, and IRS sent me a letter like, yeah, you owe $33,000. It was either 33 or 30. And I'm like, I ain't got no money. Like, Daddy, what you talking about? Don't worry, Miss Cindy, don't worry, shit. I owe them too. I owe them too. Just let's put this up on a payment plan. So I'm like, just talking about crying, like, oh my God, it's done now. Like, what? Got on the payment plan. I had to pay the IRS $500 a month. $500. I was paying $500 a month. It was killing my bank account. I'm like, I'm almost broke. I can't afford this. So I called them and talked to them, and they were like, okay, well, we can get it as that. We can get all of it down to $175. I'm like, thank you, Jesus. I got it down to $175, so I was paying $175. And I remind you again, it was 2020. So I'm just depressed, paying $175 a month. I paid $500 for a while. You know, trying to enroll students, keeping the school open, paying rent, utility bills, insurance, all that stuff that comes with running the business. Still trying to learn about the business, trying to get my business structure together, trying to learn what I can learn. Still following six-figure spot chick. So I was so depressed, crying. I'm like, man, I got to get out of Houston. I got to go somewhere. I love traveling. So at the time, anything I needed for the school or whatever, I was just charging it. Charging it. Out of all them credit cards, they always maxed out. Every last one of them. To keep the school going, you know. Hold on, y'all. You know, just buying gas, food. Because when I already said, okay, you owe us all this money, and my disability people like, okay, well, you made all this money, you can't get your disability no more. So they took everything. There was my income I had coming in. Took my disability, my pension, all that, took it. So I said, okay, I gotta do something. So I was going through all them credit cards. I found one that had enough money on there to get a flight to Atlanta and to get a room for the weekend. Following Sister Spot Chick, she was going to this she was going to be on stage at this conference. I never forget the GOAT. I think it was called the GOAT Con. So I'm going there to see what I can learn, you know, cause I'm like, okay, I got she. Every time I go around her, I learn something. She's smart. Let me see what I can learn. So I went to that conference, and I'm, you know, going, got in the building, sitting there. And I do everything VIP. I always sit right up front. So I'm looking at who on stage. I never forget, if I'm not mistaken, I think Master P was on that stage with some more people just talking, blah, 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 blah. And I'm looking like, mad at myself, crying inside, like, what in the hell am I gonna learn from Master P? No, he just telling his story. How he got out the hood, how he got out the ghetto, how he da-da-da. I'm like, I ain't no rapper, man. I ain't trying to sell no take out the truck in my car. I'm not trying to get in the beauty industry. I'm trying to see if you can give me some, no, I'm just talking to myself. I'm here to see if you can give some grants to me, some money to me for my students or whatever, whoever I can meet. I'm sitting there looking at him like, I used my last credit card that had some money on it to come here. I was so mad. And again, no, I was so mad. And I'll never forget, I was crying. I literally had some tears in my eyes. Something kept telling me, look over. I kept looking over at this lady. She had this pink dress on. And every time I look at her, she looked at me smiling. I was like, hi. I'm looking at Master P on stage. Oh, shit. I look again. The same woman in the pink dress. Hi. I'm like, hey. Shit, stop looking at me. I was just so depressed. And then all of a sudden she came over to me and she sat by me and she said, hi. And I never forget, y'all, she put a hand on my shoulder. She said, hi, my name is here's my card. I do taxes. And when she said taxes, another shoe store, when she said taxes, I looked at her, I looked at that card, and I felt like this energy go through my whole body, feel like electricity, no lie. I just burst out in tears. She said, oh my God, you okay? I'm like, no. I'm crying. She said, oh my God, what's wrong? I'm sitting there, she gave me a tissue. If I'm not mistaken, I had a tissue in my purse. I'm crying. And she's like, what's wrong? I'm like, oh my God, what kind of taxes do you do? And she told me, I'm like, I'm crying. She said, oh my God, Miss Cindy, what's wrong? No, why did I say Miss Cindy? That was the other tax lady. If I see her, Lord, if she was on fire, I will not give her no water. That's how much I despise that lady. I used to anyway, because if I wouldn't have met her, I wouldn't have been blessed where I am now. But anyway, I'm telling her my story, like how this lady messed up my taxes, and I owe the IRS $30-some thousand, and I ain't got no money to pay them. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm stressed out. I lost all my benefits. I'm retired postal worker. I'm so distraught. And she said, oh my God, relax. I can help you. I'm like, for real? I'm crying. She's like, I can help you. Just relax. And I'm telling her my story, and she said, here's my card. She gave me a card. She said, when you leave out of here, I want you to email me. Here's my email. I want you to email me your taxes for the year that she did. I want you to email me your taxes. I can help you. I said, you sure? And she said, yeah, I can help you. Miss Kane, relax, calm down. I got you. So I'm like, this is when I realized also at that moment, and you pray like I was praying, hard as I was praying, as hard as I was praying, as hard as I was praying for discernment. God, send somebody to help me. God, I need help. I got to get out of this situation. God, please send me somebody to help me. He did, but it was unfortunately in Atlanta. And when I realized, okay, I'm going to go to this conference, I was trying to talk myself out of going. And something kept telling me, and I believe in my innocence. I've always have. What do you call it? I say innocence, but you know, God, however you want to say it, something was telling me in my brain, no, you could go. And I'm like, nah, I might need that money. I might need some gas or something. My truck needs some tires. I might go. Somebody kept telling me to go. So I told my husband. He said, baby, go ahead and go. Like, you stressing out. You need to get out of here. Like, you look, just go. You like to travel. Just go ahead and go. So, and I went. And I met her. And she said, email me your stuff. So I emailed her my stuff. So I was trying to think about this story this morning. After that, I went back to Atlanta. I want to say maybe a month or two later for another conference. Something else Candace was doing. Spa Wars or something. So I went, and I never forget, the plane had landed. You know how you open up your phone, you see all those missed calls and emails and stuff. So I think I got the airplane mode. So she had called me like 3 times in a row. I'm like, shit. I never forget. I'm like, man, what's wrong? I'm here to have a good time. I'm here to try to learn something. I ain't got time for no bad news. And she was calling me, and I'm like, I ain't got time for no bad news. I don't want to talk to her right now. I don't want to talk about no text. I don't want to hear about nothing. So I never forget. I'm going through the airport. She called me again. That's like my 5th time, y'all. Her 5th time. I'm like, okay, hey. She said, hey, Miss Carmen, trying to contact you. You okay? I'm like, yeah, I'm in Atlanta again. I'm on another trip, trying to learn business stuff. Da, 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 da. She said, well, I got some good news. I said, what? She said, girl, I can amend this. Like, I can amend this. This, she didn't do nothing that she should have done. She ain't write off a piece of bubble gum, a piece of toilet paper. She ain't write off nothing. I say, what? She said, girl, yeah, I can amend this. Just hold tight. I can amend this. Call me when you check in. Say, call me when you check in. I'm still doing some stuff, but I got some good news for you. Girl, yeah, I was so happy. I was da-da-da. Anyway, got to the room, checked in. I never forget. I sat in the bed and I called the bank. I said, I'm checked in. What's going on? She said, yeah, like I said, we can amend this. And you don't owe all that money. I said, what? What? What you say now? She said, you don't owe this money. Actually, they owe you. I said, what you say now, Willis? I said, what? She said, yeah. She hard, but she ain't do nothing she could have done. She ain't right. Like I said, she ain't nothing. I'm like, I'm crying, boo-hoo crying. And then she say, I got some more stuff to look at. But when you get back home, when you get back to Houston, you know, I want you to call me. I said, okay. So I called her. And she said, well, I want you to talk to my business partner. I realized later on, she started it. And she knew, like, yeah, this is not right. But it was kind of over her head. It was really over her head. So she contacted me with her, she gave to her business partner. And she told me too later on, she said, Miss Cynthia, I had to beg him to help you. Because he don't do cases like you. Like, he worked for celebrities, you know, presidents, banks. He do all kind of stuff. All the banks, he Social Security analyst, expert, he all this stuff. He don't work with people like you. But I told him your situation and how desperate you are. And I had to beg him to help you. So he said he'll call you. I say, what? She said, yeah, he gonna call you. I'm like, oh my God. So she told me he gonna call me, whatever, da-da-da. So I was at the school one day. I never forget, he called me. We was on 3-way, me, her, and my new partner, right? I call him my partner. And we was talking, and he was asking me some questions. He said, I got one question. I said, yes, sir. I'm crying again. I'm so emotional. He said, calm down, relax. I can help you. I'm gonna help you, but I got one question, though. Did you tell her to do this? I never forgot. I tell her to do what? I said, what you talking about? I'm not scheming. I just told her to find my text. I just signed off on it. I was desperate. I just signed off on it. He said, okay, calm down. I just need to know. Because I don't just work, again, for just anybody. And, you know, my text, my license and stuff is on the line. But I need to make sure that you didn't have any say so or approve. I signed I signed the taxes, of course, but I don't know nothing about taxes. I just trusted what she say. I just trusted her. I still don't know what she did, honestly. So he told me what she did. And I don't know if she ever lost her license. I hope she did. Anyway, he told me what she did. She didn't do what she should have done, which made it look like I made all this money. I'm like, why would she do that? So she basically added some stuff together. Basically, she put my husband's income on mine. I said, so that what that line meant? So anyway, yeah. He said, I can fix it, but I need to make sure who I'm talking to and all that. He said, I'm going to come and meet you. So basically, he drove to the school from another state. I ain't paid him $1. He had to meet later on I realized he had to come and meet me. He met me and EJ at the school. He wanted to make sure we are a legit company. We are running stuff legit. I really needed his help. I wasn't just scheming. And I'm trying to get him to get me out of this hole that I started. I ain't know what was going on. So he said, okay, print out your credit report, print this out. I need to see this, da 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 da. I was so nervous, y'all. He came in there. We sat in the lunchroom in the school and spread all them bills out, all them credit cards, and he was like, wow. So not only the taxes, all them cards I had, I was over 100 grand in debt, credit card debt. I think it was like 109,000 in credit card debt. So that's how much excess I had to credit cards. And he like, shit. I can help you. I can help you. So anyway, that was in 2020. I want to say late 2020. And we've been like this ever since. So fast forward to 2024, right? Sometime in actually I was in California on a little, another trip, just me solo. I just wanted to get away, clear my mind. So I want to say October sometime 2024. So basically 4 years later, I'm gonna say everything finally was, thank God, everything was finally amended, approved by the IRS, even to the point where they sent me out a letter saying, we are sorry. Now, you know how many people unalive themselves dealing with the IRS? For the IRS to send me a letter saying, we apologize for this inconvenience. I had the letter to prove it. I apologize for this. We apologize for this inconvenience of this taking so long, because it was just illegal. Like, you know, it was just sitting in a certain department. We knew that they approved his, and like I say, it was, he had to take over because it was so delicate and so complicated. He had to take over my taxes. And then, of course, started doing them every year after that. Started getting my books together after that. Started teaching me about, you know, money and taxes and credit. Oh, Alexis Cohen also on Instagram. She started helping me also with my credit. Once I got all that down on credit cards, she started helping me too. And then he was like, okay, shut all this stuff down. It just need to be me in it. Just my hands in it. I need you to pay this one, this way, pay this, pay that, pay that, pay that, pay that. Because of course my credit score went all the way back down to 6 something with all them cards and all that debt. But anyway, he taught me on how to get out of debt, how to pay them cards off, how to set my business structure up. He taught me how to, you know, basically talk to me about what he's doing. This is what I'm doing. This is what this means. I'm going to be on your books every month. This is what this means. This is what this means. So in the meantime, while we waiting for the Social Security and IRS to get all this stuff together, in the meantime, he has got me real business credit. I'm not talking about no credit cards. He said, okay, you got no credit cards. Don't get no more credit cards. So real business credit. Real business credit. And again, I can't say too much because scammers and stuff out here. But legit business credit where you are talking to the banks and underwriters. And he had to do that, not me. I started paying them, you know, a little bit at a time. He looked at my account. He said, okay, well, you ain't got that much right now. You can pay me later on. You know, I want to help you. Like, I'm going to help you. He just started teaching me about business structure and business credit. And how this should be set up. And how this should be set up. And how this should be set up. So basically, I was in Hollywood on a little mini vacation, me just chilling, get my mind right. And got the letter from IRS saying, okay, we finally fixed everything. Everything is finally finalized. We owe you. You're gonna get this check in the mail for all your payments you've been paying all these years since 2020. And we're going to, and included in that check is going to be what you should have gotten as a refund that year. So that is the check I showed on my social media, Stay Ready Nail Studio. With me and my husband's name on it, everything, of course, blacked out. So that is that check. What it was, over $37 thousand. Am I crying like a baby in California? I'm like, all this happening, I ain't even at home. to whoop and holler and cry with my husband. I'm like, what the hell? So he opened up the check in the mail, y'all. It came in the mail. What's this? You ain't tell me this one was coming. I said, what you talking about? So when I left, the check actually was already here under a pile of mail. The check was here. Yeah, letters from the IRS, all this stuff. You talking about crying? I could not cry and scream when I was there because I was on a tour taking videos of, you know, Michael Jackson mansion and all this stuff, and my phone was dead, and it was on red. Like, I'm like, oh my God, I need to save a little bit of so I can get an Uber back to the hotel. I blacked out. I was just like, I don't even remember the rest of the tour. I was shocked. And he was trying to call me, and I was scared to answer the phone because I'm like, okay, it's going to go dead. I got to get back to the hotel. I don't know where I'm at. I ain't got no charges. I was all over the place. He kind of called me, sending me pictures of the check. What is this? Da, da, da. Anyway, I'm like, oh my God. Crying in, like, oh my God. I'm outside crying. I was getting my hair done with King Onyx on Instagram when my husband showed me a picture of a letter that came. And so I sent it to my account. And he wasn't answering the phone, so I'm calling him. So I'm like, wake up, wake up. And he was like, huh, what's going on? So I called him. I'm like, guess what? And like, what? I said, because I had enough charge to get my phone charged. I would get my hair done. But anyway, I told him what came in the mail. He said, I told him about the letter. So let me back up. The letter came first about, we apologize, it took so long. This what we owe you, da 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 da. I say, this is a letter they sent me. What this mean? He just started screaming in the phone. That mean you finna get your money. I'm like, what? He was like, yeah. So I'm crying like a dog, like a big baby, crying on the sidewalk. And everybody was looking at me because it was by a barber shop, and everybody was looking at me. I was just crying. I was crying like a dog. So man, oh my God. That was 2024, last year, of course. I'm trying to remember the date. Anyway, crying like a dog. Couldn't wait to get back home. I got back to the hotel and to call my husband, and he was like, why didn't you answer the phone? Da, 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 da. I'm like, babe, my phone died, da, 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 whatever. And I couldn't wait to get back home. I got back home. I had to get an Uber from the airport. Anyway, got home and just started screaming. Oh my God, like, about 4 years, y'all. 4 years. He flew here several times. We had to go to meetings several times. He did all the talking for me. I never could have done this by myself. And God, like he flew here. And then I had no money then. I'm gonna get you a flight. I'm gonna get you a room. Da 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 da. Yeah, I got to go here and talk for you because don't you say nothing. You finna mess it up and da 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 da. So we had to go to big meetings and stuff and calling the banks, all kind of stuff, y'all. So who want to share they certified public accountant? That's what he is. Financial advisor. That's what he is. Social Security. You know what? I'm gonna mess up. Let me look it up because I got it. Everything that he do. Let me see. Okay. I'm trying to find all my notes. What happened? I'm trying to find my notes because he do so much that I'll be forgetting. Oh, here you go. So he used to have his own tax firm. Okay. He's licensed in all states. Certified public accountant with 30 plus years of tax experience. 30 plus years tax experience. Did with IRS. Did it with banks. He used to audit banks. You know all about grants. You know all about business funding, credit, getting your business structured. So I'm no longer an LLC. I am incorporation. I'm in a corporation. So Stay Red Nails Studio Inc. because I prayed and I just took a chance on this young lady with that pink dress on. Excuse me. And I'm like, okay, what I got to lose? What I got to lose? She said, don't pay me nothing right now. Just don't pay me. Let me just look at it and see. And like I said before, I can't speak on who all the people he used to work for, but he worked for high-end people. He don't work for, I'm gonna say people like me, but he want to. And just like I realized also, just like a lot of other people, he see what I have done, and I listen to him, and and us together, of course, pulled this off, because I had to be disciplined on my end when he said, don't charge nothing else on nothing. Do this. I want you to. He show me how to know how he wanted my books to be set up. You can't spend this. You can't spend that like that. You got to do this like that. And me and my husband did it. And he like, okay, I want to help more people like you. So he just recently retired from a firm he was working at. He's too smart to do that anyway, and work for little people like me. So that's why I'm on here, to share my testimony and to help where he can help as many people as he can. Now, mind you, like I just said, he's not gonna just help anybody. He actually have to meet you. He actually have to talk to you. I mean, he do your taxes, that's fine. So he just got off of vacation. So at the end of this month, he want to take a handful of tax people, my students, of course, first. So my students that graduated from my school, we have access to him to do their taxes. And then after this month, he'll be reaching out to people who need, of course, more than just their taxes done, who need their business set up, their credit, I mean, he don't fix credit, but he could tell you how to get your credit structure. You know what I'm saying? Anybody who basically had like a complicated case like I did, who ain't had their taxes filed in years, or who may need help with, again, your business structure. That's what he going to be doing on his own. So I got that out. And since I met him, it's just been nothing but a blessing. Got me into my business truck. I got a 2024 Cadillac Escalade Premium Platinum. Did my first, what's her name didn't tell me to get, but anyway, I had to get that. Laying zero balances on all my credit cards. Just a blessing. And I don't want anybody to go through what I went through, because you guys focus on just, I want to open a business. I want to do what you're doing, Miss Kane. I want to open up a school. And that's all fine and dandy. So y'all can never say now I gatekeep. No, I don't. I have helped a lot of people. I have no idea how many people I have helped. I just don't talk about it. But you guys are doing a lot of things backwards. You guys want to just get straight to the top of the ladder. I want to get right up there with Miss Kane or whatever. Y'all don't want to start at the bottom like I did. You want to get the school. You want to get these salons. You want to get all this stuff. And yeah, I didn't have any money either. But I had all them credit cards. But some of y'all don't even have a credit card. You don't have any money. So how you going to get what you want and keep it open? You don't want to start something then it's fail because you don't have access to funding. You don't have, I'm going to tell you one thing. I heard this a long time ago. There's two things that's guaranteed. We got to die. And we got to eventually face the IRS. So you think you can get to the top of the ladder and bypass the IRS and bypass your taxes, you're wrong. You're going to need help. You're going to need a professional. So this is just to let y'all know my story and who helped me. And I talked to him today about it. So my students, of course, are going to come first. So if anybody watching this video who need help, you have to email me. If you're a student, you can DM me on my Instagram, Stay With Nails Academy. And I know who you are. And anybody else who need his information, well, who need access to him. All I need you to do is email, which is going to make it easier for you. The name of this page is CK68. I have an email, CK68@Yahoo. So the name of this page, CK68@Yahoo.com. You can email me and just tell me watch this video. I don't want to know none of your, I don't want to know nothing that's going on. I just need you to say, Miss, can I need help? Please have your person help me. All I need is your first name. I don't need all your information. I need your first name. I need your phone number. And I'm going to have your email. I'm going to forward that information to him. He's either going to contact you from his email. And I'm not going to give y'all, of course, his personal email or his personal phone number. He have another phone number. He's going to reach out to people. If it's going to be by phone, his area code is going to be 314. So just take note of that. It'll be from a 314 number. And don't get scammed. Don't send nobody no money saying, I'm da-da-da-da-da. I helped Miss Cynthia. You have to pay me to start. Like, no. When he reach out to you, it's going to be because I forward him your first name, your phone number, and the email you use. And I'm going to tell you right now, if he contact you and you say you need help and you're not serious, or he's going to tell you, of course, what he's going to, charge you or whatever. Or I know this. I don't want to know. Like I said, I don't know what he's going to do. I don't know what he's going to charge. If he's going to charge, because he's not going to even go further if he feels as if he can't even help you. So that's going to be up to him to decide. Because when he took my case, he said, okay, let me see if I may even help her first. I ain't had to pay nothing up front. That was just me. But I'm just saying, I don't know what he going to do. I don't know how he going to do it. It ain't none of my business. My job was to come on here, share my testimony, to tell you guys if you be obedient like I was, if you pray like I was, be a good person. And still, with all that debt I had and all that stress I had on me, I was still helping people in my family. I was still loaning money. Did I get it back? No. In some cases. But anyway, I was still loaning money. And I was still helping people. And I was still giving. And that's when God's going to show you who's really there for you when you get to that certain level. So once again, stop rushing, y'all. It takes time to get to the level that you want to be in. And eventually, if you're taking this business seriously, whatever it is you want to do, he can get you there. But you have to be honest with him when he contact you. Because if he find out some shit down the line that you didn't tell him this, he's not going to jeopardize his license at all. He's going to just drop you like a hot potato. And I also told him, because you can't find him on social media. You really can't even Google no really good personal private CPA that work for athletes. And you just can't find them like that. It has to be word of mouth. So if he said he can help you, you better latch on to him, because he can take you there. I'm about to say something else. I'm about to say something. But yeah, just email me. Again, your first name, your phone number. I will forward that information to him. And once again, don't share anything in that email with me. What you got going on, nothing. That's going to be for him to reach out to you. When he reach out to you, you better reach back out to him. And because if you don't, he's not going to have time for you later on. Because he's only taking, again, as of now, starting the end of this month, a few clients to get their taxes done. But if it's something more complicated than that, then he'll take you on a case-by-case basis. Right? So I think that is it. God is real. Pray with a purpose. And when he tell you to go, like my inner sense was telling me to go to Atlanta, you better go. Because once again, if I didn't go, I would have been still stressed out, paying, and not knowing that the IRS really owed me. I didn't owe them. Can you imagine that? To get a letter in the mail saying, we apologize, it's taking so long. We apologize on our end. But it's okay. The longer it took, the more interest and they owed me. So yeah, and we're still not done. I'm still owed money. That check was just a refund and my back pay. I'm still owed money, right? So I feel like I just lost 20 pounds. I got it off my chest and I shared it with the world, and I'm happy to be able to be a blessing to you guys. So take this seriously. And once again, real quick, I never forget the way he looked at me also when he came to the school and he looked at me, I'm crying and stuff. He looked back at me, he said, I got you. But if you see people that need help, you help them. And I was like, what are you talking about? And he got in his vehicle and drove out. I'm like, what are you talking about? So that's why, again, still in debt, stressed out and stuff, and family was calling me and whatever, I was still helping people because I was scared to be disobedient. He told me still help people. I was praying with discernment. I was praying, God bless me. Thank you for blessing me. Bless me financially, God, so I can be a blessing to others. I wasn't praying to be rich or to get no Escalade, or I wasn't praying to have all this money. I was just praying, God bless me. Mentally, emotionally, and financially, so I can be a blessing to others. That was a prayer that I prayed, that I learned from Jessica, BB Judy. And once again, I get a DMs all the time. Y'all ask me to help y'all. Then y'all don't even want to pay me a small little consultation fee. That's y'all loss. Cause now you keep DMing me. I'm not going to even respond now, cause you're not going to waste my time. But if y'all only would, I mean, look at all this stuff I've accomplished in a short amount of time. Y'all keep asking me for help, and then when I say, okay, this is how much I'm in charge, you don't want to pay, you can't ever ask me again for nothing. You're not going to play in my face. I just got a DM from somebody who want me to help them open up a beauty supply, a nail supply store. I'm going to speak with you about starting up my business. I have my LLC for nails, but I want more. When I say more, I want to open a nail supply store. Do you think you can share some light my way? And I say, sure. Link is in my bio. Let me know if you want an hour consultation call or 30 minutes. And we'll set up a time and day to pay. And I'm still waiting for her to reply back. Most of y'all don't reply back to me. So I just smile. It's okay. I tell myself, it's okay. I'll take all the blessings. I'll take all the money. That's what I tell myself. Y'all don't want it. Y'all don't want to pay. I'll take it all. I'll take all the money out there for me, because y'all don't want to, Anyway, if you need help, you know what to do. And also, I know I'm going to tell y'all, after, when they got my tax amended and stuff, and been doing my books ever since, I emailed that old tax lady, and I told her what she did. I told her she was wrong for taking my money, and if you didn't know what you was doing, you should have told me, because how dare you do me like this. And I told her, I said, you better be glad. I said, you better be glad. I emailed her. I said, you better be glad I found somebody that helped me, and they fix your mess. And I told her, I said, I hope you get everything that you deserve if the IRS come finding your ass. I said, do me one favor. I said, just do me one favor. Don't do nobody else where you did me. You almost ruined me. Don't do nobody else where you did me. And she emailed me back. No, Miss Cindy, call me, please. Let's talk. Miss Cindy, let's talk. And I just went on social media and I blocked her. And I replied to their email. And yeah. So that's my story, y'all. I love y'all, and I hope this helps someone. Take this seriously. And eventually one day, if you need help, you know what to do. Everything is private and confidential. And I know I'm going to tell y'all. I told him also how social media is, because he's so private. I'm like, they're going to eventually want to see you. I don't, they eventually going to want to see you. But when y'all walk into H&R Block, y'all don't even know who that person is doing y'all text. Yeah, you see somebody, or somebody on the Instagram, they, with a flyer. You don't really know that people. You just pay them. But I understand if y'all want to be able to, I want to know who doing my stuff. You will see me eventually. So if he contact you, reply back. And I told him we need to set up a date